Hello again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. On the last video we created reports. Remember, I created 7 of them. I added, I think that the chart part. I think I might have showed you the first report. The other ones needed it. So what I did was I went ahead and from the reports.php file, what I did was copy that over to the name of the file. We already did all that, right? But I just copied the chart and the JavaScript parts of it to all 6 other reports, right? So if I show you, let's log into here, and I apologize if my screen was kind of wacko. It's just that, like I told you, I got problems with that, and one day I will get that new computer that I was talking about, laptop, a big one, M5, you know. And once I do that, then I'm going to be very happy. But for now, I just have to deal with this. Just wanted to show you because when I create those 7 reports, I didn't have any charts. I might have shown you the first one. So if I go here, remember this is the guy. Okay, there he goes. I showed you this before. That was the original, right? Then I showed you this one. I showed you all of them as the reports without the charts. So what I wanted to do, and I think I mentioned it on the last video or the video before that I wanted to create charts with it, you know. So if you're showing reports, I want to show also how to represent that data that I pulled up on that report in a chart. So if I went here he goes. You saw this, right? And if you point, it gives you the numbers. Look at that. And then of course you got all these guys. Now the way I did that was I went here, let's see. This one is called report dot. I think that's what's that called. Yes, it is. And this is the actual part that you needed. I mean, this is nothing. This is just, actually I didn't even need this part right here. Let me see. Basically, let me see. I don't need this. Let's get that out. Like that. Let's save it. I also added other things that I kind of comment out because in case I wanted to do group by location, you could do this. Or if you want to do top 5 items other than you do it this way. So I kind of kept it, you know. Let's get rid of that space. So I wanted to keep it that way, and then I said, okay, well, let's do a simple one first, and then from there we'll cut all this, like from here, all of this to here, and we'll add it to all the other reports that we created. We got to make sure you put it in within. I did it before the CSV export, you know, stuff that you want to export to an Excel spreadsheet. I'll show you in a second. So I decided to do that. So what happened is you go to that first one, this one right here. This one is this guy right here. You know, I selected the name in the quantity, and then from this database, which is that, and then of course the user ID, that's that person, admin, right? Let me go back right here, admin, right? And this is his data, and then of course you create the SQL, right, with the prepare statement. Remember that you need to connect to the database, and you do that by using this guy. And I already showed you that already. So you go like this, you do this, you find this from where, ID, order by quantity, descending order, and you want just limit of 10, right? Then you execute, you can put a little space here if you want. And then you fetch it all, right? Call it bar Q. And this stuff is just the label of the array columns, item names, and the quantity, which happens to be this is the quantity, and then the item name. That's what that is. And I did that to all of them. You're fetching the actual data that came from the database, you put it in here, and then of course this becomes like a placeholder, right? The placeholder. And that's it. Now this is telling you that it's an associated because when you that's the default, by the way. That's the default. You fetch it. I just put it there because this is what we could remember when they were having a conversation. We say, oh yeah, it's the fetch underscore associative array, and that's what this is, an associated array. And then of course you take out that data from the item, and you already know automatically when you say item, what is that? The array columns. These are the two columns, and then of course your data columns, and of course the value, and that goes. Oh yeah, and then we do the same thing with the pi, which happens to be this guy. And in this situation, we want categories table and the find item table. That's what I want together, because this information comes from the find item, and then this information comes from the gallery table. Categories. And of course, you execute the thing. And then, of course, you got your label and the value. Oh, we got a bug flying around. And that's what gives you this information. And how you put it on there is you go to the actual, what the heck is it? Right here. Is it here? Maybe it is. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Right here, and then you got your ID canvas, right? And you got your pi, and don't forget that you need to get this guy, right? This is the one that gives you the Chartjs. And if you went down to here, this is the JavaScript that you need to add all this to here. Make sure you add this to the bootstrap thing. Anyway, this is JavaScript, but anyway, it tells you that when you click on this, this is like add event listener. See how it does this? It gives you information. This is the bar chart. You add information. Remember the chart canvas. It's a 2D. This is a little difficult, but here's the labels. Remember the labels? Bar label and bar value, and you get that. Plus, gives you the colors, right? That's what that is. Same thing with the pi. Got your labels, you got your value, and it knows what to do. And that's what gives you this and this. And all this information, of course, is the data itself. Alright, so that's what that is. So what I did was, okay, let me just do this. Let's get out of here. We went to reorder status. This one's a little different because in these guys, it's kind of like the same thing. Everything I did is the same thing, except that we're changing this part. We're changing this part. We're changing this part to correspond to the actual data that you got, right? From the reports, which happens to be this here. Okay. okay? And in this situation, which one is this one called? Reports. And then you have, so they're all the same, right? They're all you using, what I did was I got the JavaScript, I make sure the link to the CDN gets in there on all 7 of them. And of course, don't forget the JavaScript stuff at the bottom, all 7 of them. And then of course, everything that you see here from here on about the chart, you do it on all 7 of them. And then of course, when you go to the HTML, you're going to put it right after here. So you do all this, as you can see, bar chart canvas, pie chart canvas, right? So that's what I wanted, but it's one, there was one, all of them are the same. I mean, not same data, but the same, actually all of them have the bar and the pie. Now, depending on the data that you want to show, you can use line, graph, and those other ones. But I just wanted to show just the bar and just the pie. That's it. And they're all the same. If you look at here, so let's see. I mean, other than the data itself, by the way, this stuff I can change. And then aging report. Now the aging report is different, but it is, when you click on this one, you get the right idea. This is the reason. This is blank because when it goes below a certain amount, let's say like the once, let me see, what would it be? Okay, one of them coming to it anyway. Once you get this part, this one right here, it is the reorder. You notice how I don't have any? It's missing. And I know for a fact I created one for them, right? Here it goes. It has the reorder stuff. So let's go on top. Where is it? Right here. See? This will be for the bar chart, as you can see right here. And this will be for the pie. That's this information. You want to look for this, right? Because you're using two. Right here, you're using the find item table. That's the main one. That's like the inventory one. And then you, same thing. Then over here, you want to join with categories. You want to join with categories, which kind of gives you that breakdown. And the reason why it won't work now is because everything is copacetic. See, once you do this, it'll run this, but it's not going to do anything because it's waiting on this. Here, look. If I went all the way down to the actual here, this part of the HTML, you will get this. Where is it? Well, like I said, JavaScript on all of them, and where is it? Right here. Right here. See? And what I did was I said, okay, let's do a, if the value is empty, which you know it is, right? If the value is empty, like you saw on the other one, then I want, in this one, there's no item that currently needs to be reordered because everything is in order. Look, this is the reorder level, but right now we got the current quantity, which is 100. And this one is 25, I mean 5, everything in the reorder level is low because that's what I want. I wanted that if I want quantity to be 25 for this guy, furniture, but if it ever reach below the 10, then give me something here. And that's basically what this is. So if I had to change something, I don't know, let's just grab something. Let's do that first one, yes. Let's go to that first one. Where are we? You see it anywhere? Nope. Let's go to the next one. By the way, I added this to below, and not only that, once you click on this, it jumps. Like if I went like this, see, it goes straight here. Before it used to go up here, then I gotta scroll down here. Matter of fact, see this little thing here? This little, I'm gonna add space here so it'll look more decent. And maybe I'll change this to a different color. Okay, or maybe just take that out, put it outside, and don't be part of the table. But anyway, this is the story, right? This is how it works. So let's try one. Let's go to, what was it again? The accessories, right? So if I went to, was it this one? No, it was not. Which one was the one that is missing? Oh, the reorder, right here. So if I went there, I could go here, and let's go to accessories. Let's find it. Oh, here it goes. Here's accessories. It says 100, right? And you go like this, and it says, oh look, it has to be below 20 for you to see something there. So let's say if I change this to a 5. I did. Let's go back to, I want to see if I did it. See? 15. So now if I went to that report, where is it? This one? Boom. You see it? You'll see it there. And not only that, you'll see the redness. Plus it says, look, reorder needed. Reorder needed. And now here on the next video, not the very on the next video, we'll do the reorder part. I guess I could just do that, because over here you'll see a whole bunch of, if you need to reorder, you'll see it. We're only using one, so that's why you only see this one, that one, right? And then of course this one, the accessories. If you have if it happens to all of them, then you see the different. But right now it's just accessories that we're looking at. If you do appliance, you see appliance right next to it, then you see the barcode. And over here will be part of the pie. Anyway, that's what that looks like right here. You see it? So if I went also here, let's see, it tells you, uh-oh, we got a problem. Oh, okay, I know what it is. Since I did all that work on all the other guys, we're gonna fix this show you in the next video. Because right now I don't care about it. And right now if I go, oh no, that's not what I want. It's over here, the reorder. So if I went back to the original desktop, let's say, and I went and changed it back, where is it? Accessories. Let's go back to 20 because that's where it was. This would be legitimate, right? No, let's go back. We had 100. Let's keep that. Let's keep that at 100. There you go. So you got 100. So if I went to the reorder, boom. See? All these little things will help the person, because this is I call it inventory system, but it's really inventory management system, because I'm going to connect PO to it, meaning that, oh look, we need they're giving me a message saying that we need to order more of that accessories of that item, and right there I'm gonna make sure that I put in. You saw the red, right? You saw a little button that kind of looked, it was darker. It was a red, dark one. What I would like to do is make that linkable. And when you hit that link, then we could have go to another script that's going to, depends on who it is, the accessories. Who owns the accessories? Let's go here. We'll go. Yeah, go here. Where's the accessories at? Oh, here it goes. So if I went here, I could see. Okay, supplier is yeah. I don't care. I just named anything. I don't even know if this thing is. But when we go live, or when I do send it out there, it has to be, packaged and make sure everything is completely clear. Because the first time you get this thing, let me get out of here. you're gonna go here. And you know something? I know it has add item right here. You're gonna have to add it right here. All of them. You got your, oh, wait a minute. You know, oh no, that's there. Look, the categories are there. Supplies is there. See, you can pick whatever you want, and then it'll show up. You know, as you can see here. Let me see. Do we have one that tells you? Yeah, I think this is it. This is the margin aging one. Oh no, that's not. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one. It already showed here. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. The order status, pricing, and location. That means the price and the location. You know what I'm gonna have to do? Oh yeah, here's the location right there. And of course, unit price, and this is what you're selling it for. You know, this might improve a little different. You may have to add some things because again, I have to keep. You just can't listen to one, you know, owner of a store. You need to learn. So this is the inventory that has all of it, all right? And it gives you the SKU, item number, category, suppliers. See the categories, supply. Maybe I should just say that. Do I have a category supply? No. Anyway, this is the selling prices, this is the quantity, this is managed by who? That person when it was created. We can add more to this, we can maybe this is enough, maybe it ain't, I don't know. But we have to check it out, right? We have to see. So when the time comes, this will be a blank and then you have to enter this information. Same thing with categories, same thing with suppliers. So as you can see, it's all done, right? The reorder fix. It took some time, but I'm gonna make it that the actual status. I don't know. What do you think about this space here? Maybe I know. Maybe we could add. Pricing right here. Right? What do you think, guys? Put it in the description below. You should change it to price. No, you should change it to something else. Yeah, I think I might put here the pricing anyway. Maybe I put in the unit price. The unit price. That's it. I will add the unit price to that. Yes, I will add the unit price. That way. Oh my God. This will push you to here, this will push up to here, and then you have your unit price right here. So that would be good. Anyway, this is it. That's all I got. I just wanted to show you that this was all done, you know, and that's it. When you get a chance, I'm going to do that, fix that. What was that problem? Oh yeah, this one right here. I'll do that. Right now everything's fine. But we need to fix that because I must have changed something. We gotta change a lot of different things. Never bother going back here because I figure it works. And I seen it work before with the problem. But now that I changed some few things in the table because it didn't like the names, it needed the ID. Some of them, the category was the supply had that like the capital I, which always confused me because don't make you doing normal stuff and all that. But it doesn't matter. We're going to fix that. You'll see it on the next one when I start showing you about at least the part where once I'm going to add the link for the what is all that racket? Oh yeah, maybe school is out. Is school is out already? Oh yeah. Oh no, it's not school. Why is some? Maybe summer school, I don't know. There's a school not too far from here, but they allow. Anyway, so we'll do this. And if you like what I'm showing you, this is what all of it looks like. It's all about this right here. See how it's different? This part was tricky because I wasn't really I showed you something before about the different charts and stuff, but I was really never into the charts. I just, and I show you the website that actually gives you that thing. That's why you do the CDN to get that information, right? So, like for instance, where is it? Of course, you got your bootstrappers right here. No, that's the same bootstrap. Why is that? Oh no, here it goes. Where is it? Let me see what this is here. Or is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Let me see. Okay. So it's all this JavaScript, and of course, where is it? Where's the chart thing is? It could be, okay, right here. Right here. I confuse myself sometimes. Anyway, the chart. So you gotta, once you get that, you'll be able to use, as long as you know how to, present it like this, you can get that from that website. And then the JavaScript part, the breakdown, that's you. You have to kind of figure out how to get that out there. You know, it's just a good way of doing things. If you took this, you open it up, make sure you put here like whatever the ID is that you're using, and then you put it inside the SQL, and then go to that, remember that tab that has SQL where you can test out your SQL command like the select and those kind of things. You put that in there. See if it works out good there, then that means you can bring it back in here. If it don't work good in there, that means there's a problem with this. You have to kind of fix it, you know what I mean? Yeah, it could be tricky, but, and I'm not really an HTML canvas guy, because that's what they use. Not the Canva, the canvas is the element that helps you create these, what is it? These things. I also move this below because sometimes, I don't want to scroll, I just want to get out real quick. Anyway, this is it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of that. Hey, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you think this is cool. We're going to do that part now, the link. So if it's below a certain amount, then we're going to purchase that. That means that we'll have to do another. And I think we won't be able to do that yet until we do the 2 tables to purchase, the purchase table. But you're going to get information from each of those suppliers, probably the address and all that, and how much you put on, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you very much. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hey man, until next time, a good night.